The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me. Money's coming to me.
The market is up because corporate earnings are killing it, absolutely killing it.
I mean, you got such a backdrop here in terms of unemployment at a 50-year low, earnings show once again. We're on the doorstep of the fourth quarter earnings reporting season.
We're on the doorstep of the earnings season. What does that mean? If she falls over her Pinocchio nose, she'll probably get hurt. What are you, nuts? These people are all nuts. It's amazing. I mean, it is laughable. They really think we sit on the world's longest stupid bench. It's incredible. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network, where we bring you the truth. I know you don't like the truth. I know you don't want to hear it. You'd rather have me do the same thing they do every day, tell how wonderful things are. Well, let me tell you, I tell my members the way things are, the truth. But guess what? Our stocks are doing terrific. Just because I tell the truth about the economy, which they don't, these fake business news networks who have to get you to feel good to go out and spend because 72% of spending, that's right, 72% of your spending is what grows the economy. And what's amazing about that is that our jobs really suck. Do you know that healthcare jobs are the biggest contributors of jobs in this country? They provide the most jobs in the United States. Healthcare, they provide the most jobs with the lousiest pay. It used to be manufacturing. It used to provide 40% of our workforce. High-paying jobs. That's when we were a strong, powerful country. Till we started to outsource. Now, factories or manufacturing only provides 11%. No, by the way, the 11%, only about 5% of the 11% are on the production line where you make big money. Healthcare, they pay almost nothing, especially to the hard-working providers. These people go in houses and help the seniors. They should get medals of honor. They get paid nothing. But that's the biggest industry in this country. Healthcare providers. And you want to know something? That's why auto sales are now in the worst decline in the last 8 years. Oh, you're not going to hear that, though, with the fake business news network. They don't want you to know that. Auto sales are in real trouble. Why? Because wages. Oh, I know you keep hearing how wages are up 3%, 3.1%, 3.1%. I go to sleep at night. That's all I hear, 3.1%. It used to be sheep. Now I'm counting 3.1% in wages, 3.1%. Now, that's the headline number. Nobody wants to tell you about the inflation. You back the inflation. The number is really negative 1.1%. Negative 1.1%. What are you, nuts? Hey, we got some news from China today. They said, great, our trade debt with China finally dropped by $43 billion. And then the stock market dropped. It's now down 100 points. They go, wait a minute, how come the market's going down? We've always wanted the trade debt, which was killing us, kills jobs, to go down. Finally, the first time in history, our trade deficit is dropping. What's going on? Well, here's what they're not going to tell you. It's dropped for the wrong reasons. Our CEOs, instead of spending money on new business equipment that they import from China, they're not spending any money on new business equipment. And remember, you need to get the CEOs to spend money, that's called CapEx, on business equipment, business spending, so to increase productivity at their plant, so that the guy that's working there, he can increase his pay. So if a guy is working at a hat factory and he's producing 5 hats an hour, and there's a machine that they can buy from China, instead of producing 5 hats an hour, they can produce 100 hats an hour, then that guy on that machine should get a raise and his standard of living should go up, and he's out there spending and things should be better. But no, they're not doing that. The CEOs aren't doing it. No, give them the same old machine. You want to see the machines in these factories. They're so old right now, they're putting them together with duct tape because the CEOs don't want to spend any money. They're taking the money and still doing stock buybacks. You know they're printing right now, and of course they're not going to tell you this on these fake business news networks, that they're printing $65 billion a day. Yes, the Treasury is printing $65 billion every day, giving the $65 billion to the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve secretly is giving it to the banks. The banks secretly go out and they buy 10-year Treasuries, so it will force the yields down on 10-year Treasuries. To help drop the dollar, and so to help to hold the market up. Everybody talks how great the stock market is. The market hasn't gone anywhere. Take a look at on a chart. What are they talking about? I mean, when I hear this stuff, it just drives me nuts. Look at the market. Look at the S&P. Hasn't done anything. Go look at it. I'm not making this stuff up. If you go back to December 13th, this market, from December 13th to the height of the market, January 2nd, it's about a 1.5% move. That's it. We haven't gone anywhere. The only thing that has gone up is oil and gold, and we're doing terrific in that. Our gold, now remember, we're in gold before anybody else because our color-coded chart that you always laugh about, oh, color-coded chart don't work. Oh, really? Our color-coded chart turned green on gold, told us well in advance to start buying metal stocks. Remember, on AU, we had a return earlier this year of 65%. That it dropped back down, but we kept our profits. We got out. We made money even shorting it. Then I told my gang, let's watch. It's going to go up again. So here we are. AU's up 19% again. Remember, we were up 60% earlier in 2019. GDX, our gold's up 11%. That's a mining stock. AU, 19% mining stock. Nugget up 22%. Our gold, GLD, up 4%. Our oils are doing great. Schlumberger up 26%. OIH, another oil, 14%. 28% rig. On and on and on. NE, little oil, that's like $1.50. We bought that one, I think, about $1.25. We're about 20% on that one. So yes, I can sit here and tell you the truth and tell you this is the biggest, phoniest bubble we've ever seen in history. But everybody who is part of this phony, baloney, historic bubble are going to make a fortune and are making a fortune. But they're going to get out. You're not going to get out in time. People are sitting back with 401ks going, boy, look at this. I'm rich. Look at this. Remember when you did that with the dot-coms and you had your 401k, you thought you were getting rich? Remember when you had your 401k in a housing con? Remember the housing market kept going up? You had your 401k. You were told how rich you were in your 401k. You sat back, never opened it, thought you were rich, going to retire. Remember? What happened? How'd that work out for you? Join my gang. Get the color-coded chart. Hey, it's free for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. Both the gang membership and the chart. So you'll get out in time. What's wrong with that? Hey, we'll be right back after the break here on Phil's Gang, 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Are you financially ready for the new year? Phil's Gang is ready. Why not start the new year by making a sound financial decision and join the leader in making profits in the stock market? Phil's Gang has been teaching its members how to make profits in the stock market for over 20 years. We teach you stock chart analysis, pattern recognition, relative strength and relative weakness, how to protect your investments with the Scout Power System, how to place stops, the best time to get into a stock, and the best time to get out. Phil's Gang use proprietary charts that are easy to read and guide you through the noise that everyone else offers in the world of fundamentals. The best part of Phil's Gang is if you don't have the time to learn the training system, you can invest in the market based on Phil's recommendations. Join Phil's Gang and get the Working Investor Program for a 10-day free trial. That's right. Get the membership and the MV2 color-coded chart for free for 10 days. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started for your 10-day free trial. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, every day I tell you, Joe, I want you to try my color-coded chart. It tells you when to buy, tells you when to add to your position, tells you when to take profits off. It tells you when it's going to go down, so you can run like hell. But also tells you when it's going to go down so you can short it. Because what it does, it follows the institutional money. That's what makes stocks go up, institutional money. The biggest hedge funds, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies, that's institutional money. When they put money into a stock, it goes up. They pull money out, it goes down. And they're like cattle. They all follow one another. Now, listen to this. Here's a perfect example. Now, I'm going to give you this chart free for 10 days, plus my $39.95 membership free for 10 days. And here's why. Listen to Cramer telling this guy to buy this stock. And now, I have it up on my chart. Just go to your mobile device and you'll see it. I have it up on my chart so you can see this. NTRA. All right, let's do it.
Several weeks ago, I saw you interview the CEO of NTRA. I liked what I heard, bought the stock the next day. And with today's exception, the stock was down almost every day to about 10% or so.
I know.
Should I hold? Or
yes, it's a diagnostics company that I thought made a pretty good case for itself. I don't think you should cut and run here.
Yeah, I know. You're down 10%. But I introduced I know the CEO really well. We're pals. When I interview CEOs, pay attention to me. Bye. You know, when I interview a CEO, he's going to tell the truth. Bye. I know. So just hold on. Or don't hold. He says now, I don't buy and hold anymore. I buy and do homework. Look at the stock. What are you, nuts? If you had my color-coded chart, this poor guy, if he had my color-coded chart, it turned red when he told him to buy it. The day he bought it, hear what he says? It went down every day. Look at the chart. This was right on. It turned from green to red. So, few of my members own this thing, but they're shorting it because they're making money as it's going down. And for those who were long, this thing, a lot of people were in this, they got in this around $28, and then it got up to around $40 and they got out because it turned red. It told them to get out. It turned red. So they made about, I think, I forgot, let's say they went from from $29 up to $39. What's that, 7%, 8%? And so they made money on the way up, 34%. So my members made 34%. Not a lot of them. A few of them had this thing. So they made about 40%, but they knew to get out because it was red. Cramer puts them in when it turned red. Put the guy in. He says, I lost every day. It works. It works. It's not this is not some game. It works. And that's why I offer it to you for 10 days to look at it, for 10 days to follow it. Every day for 10 days, you get it free. Plus you get my membership, this $39.95. You get that free. Plus the chart free. And you follow it. And every day we post our stocks, our portfolio of stocks. Just pick one or two or three. Don't put real money in for the 10 days. Just do it like on paper. And follow the color-coded chart. But here's what's beautiful. At 2 o'clock every afternoon, we post every one of our stocks in our portfolio and tell you exactly what to do. Here, example. Spiders. We've been in the spiders, and I tell a lot of people they should be in the spiders. A lot of people, they don't want to be involved with anything. They don't want to know anything. They don't want to learn anything. So I always tell them, look, why don't you just get into spiders? The 500 best companies in the world. And we got it in October. This is the Spiders. It's up 8%. And all you do is, and every day we tell you exactly what to do based on our color-coded chart. Here, listen. This is what we posted today.
And looking at our Spider, SPY, we're going to continue holding this one, not adding until we get a new high.
So what we do is we post, that's Spiders, but we post all of our stocks at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It tells you what to do. How can you go wrong? You have to study. You don't have to go to class. You don't have to know nothing. You have to know anything about the company. You don't have to know anything about the stock. You don't have to know anything. Do you know what green is? You don't even have to know what green and red is anymore. As long as you can hear. As long as you can hear when you plug, at 2 o'clock you click and you can hear. As long as you can hear. I can't make it any easier than that. And all I ask you is please donate to St. Jude. Would you help with St. Jude? That's all. And by the way, you don't send the money to us. You send it directly to St. Jude, so I don't even know how much you're giving St. Jude, so you don't have to be embarrassed or any of that. But anyways, this really works. So I had to tell you about this NTRA, this poor guy.
Several weeks ago, I saw you interview the CEO of Natera, NTRA. I liked what I heard, bought the stock.
Now listen, this is how stupid people are. He likes what he heard. What the hell does that mean? You think the CEO is going to sit there with this idiot Kramer and say, gee, my stock sucks, my company sucks? Of course not. Gee, I like what I heard, so I bought it. And the stock went down 10%. Did he really think it was going to be that easy to make money? To turn on Kramer at night, and Kramer's going to have the CEO impress everybody. He knows the CEO. It's a pal of his. And when this CEO is going to give you inside information at 5 o'clock at night, and you listen to what the CEO, you're going to make a lot of money. What are you, nuts? That's a waste of time. All you want to do is follow the institutional money. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm telling you to watch me for 10 days. For 10 days, take our portfolio stocks. Just pick 1, 2, 3, how many you want. Follow it. Don't even do real money for 10 days. So you get my chart. You get my membership. And just follow what we tell you to do when we post at 2 in the afternoon. And it's fun to do. You can do it with your kids. It works. Okay, let's move on. So we're told today that the economy is really doing terrific. When we get back, we're going to check that out. Is it really doing terrific?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call. 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Look, you know, when the market crashed in 2008, everything changed. Everything changed. The responsibility that you thought that your advisor he had to make sure you're doing well, that ended. His responsibility changed. After 2008, they changed the rules. His responsibility was only for who? To his company, to the largest shareholders, to his partners. It all changed in 2008. Because 2008, they decided this will never happen again. Because the very rich, do you hear me call our owners, the 1/100th of 1 percentile, there's about 2,800 of them, and the 1 percentile, about 38,000 of them, they control everything, and they lost money. They said this will never happen to us again. And it was going to take too long for them to create wealth. Because how is wealth created? How do you create wealth in a stock market? They lost $7 trillion in wealth. Never mind the $10 trillion in equity in homes. Let's just talk the stock market. Now, let's talk about the economic cycle. How the hell does this all work? What, you listen to these fake business news networks and do what they tell you to do and you're going to be just fine? An economy has two components. You have consumer spending. That's economic growth. When people spend, the economy grows. And economic growth is really important. People have to spend. And when people spend, corporations have to make profits on the stuff they're selling people. That's it. There's economic growth and corporate profits. That's the economy. That is not the stock market. The stock market is 30 trillion in size. The economy is 19 trillion in size. The liquidity in the economy is about $2 trillion in cash. So it's earnings and profits, or earnings and economic growth. So that's the entire economic cycle. So it has to all start with a job. You got to have a job. So when the market crashed in 2008, everybody was out of a job. How are they going to get the stock market to go up? People couldn't spend. Because remember, to get the stock market to go up, you need the economic cycle. You need the economy to grow. And that comes from consumer spending. But their savings were wiped out. Their job was wiped out. They're now, if they were working, hopefully they were working part-time. And corporations weren't making profits because nobody was buying their product. So it would take 100 years to get back that money they lost. So they came up with an idea. Now remember, from jobs, you got to have these jobs. And you need the consumer to do that spending after they have a job. And they contribute. That spending is 72% towards that growth we need. And stocks, remember, you invest in a stock of a publicly owned company. But a company's profits, if you're going to buy a stock of a company, right? That stock of that publicly owned company, that company has to have profits. And it's measured by what they call earnings. You hear about earnings all the time. Earnings report. So if you're going to buy a stock of a publicly traded company, the stock moves up they measure the company's profits by earnings. So earnings is that portion of a company's profit that is allocated to each outstanding share at the end of each quarter. So you got to get those shares to go up. A company's got to get those shares to go up. But wait a minute, to get those shares to go up, the company's got to sell something. But if there's not good jobs, especially good paying jobs, they can't sell anything because there's no demand. And in 2008, there was no demand. Everybody was broke. So what did they do? Well, let's take a publicly traded company. Say the stock was trading at $15. Say it was $150. Now it's $15 a share. And let's say they had 10 million stock shares outstanding. Now their quarter was coming up in 2008, the second quarter. So let's say the crash is over. They had 10 million outstanding shares. Stock's trading at $15, dropped from $115 down to $15. So what are they going to do? They know just to get a guy a job is going to take 100 years to move that stock back up to $115. What are you, nuts? So here's what they did. So at the end of the second quarter, what they did is they would look at the company's earnings. Now remember, earnings would determine the profits the company made. Of course, the company wasn't making any profits. So what would they do? They would print money. The Federal Reserve printed money. They would give money to the bank. The bank would turn around and loan it to the CEO for no interest. Now, remember, people weren't working. If they were working, they were wiped out. Their homes were wiped out. Equity in their homes were wiped out. They didn't have any money to go buy stuff. So they played a game. They created this game. They printed the money called QE. Once they printed money, they gave it to the banks. The banks gave it to the CEO. The CEO borrowed it for no interest. And what did he do? He goes and buys those outstanding shares. He buys the shares himself. So in other words, there's 10 million outstanding shares. Now, because there was no profit in the second quarter, we're going to the second quarter, he would reduce the number of outstanding shares. He'd go and take, instead of having 10 million shares, he'd go and he would buy half of those shares back. So there's only half of them outstanding, say 5 million. So now the stock as bad as the earnings were, because they were spreading them over half the amount of shares, the earnings would go up. And that pushed up the stock price, all artificial. And they started this with the bank stocks. They did this with the bank stocks first to get the bank stocks to go up. So they could fool everybody. Say, look, we're on our way back. The bank stocks are going up. And this is what they did quarter after quarter, called stock buybacks. It's called QE. They printed $65 billion a day, every day, for almost 7 years. And they kept giving it to the CEOs to buy back the amount of outstanding shares. What you do is you keep reducing the amount of your outstanding shares. So if you had a stock that was $10 and you had outstanding shares of, let's say, 10 million shares outstanding, what you do is you go and you participate in this QE. You borrow from the bank money at no interest. So what you would do, your earnings were lousy. Remember, your earnings would identify your profits. Well, you're not going to have many profits. Nobody's buying your stuff. So what they did, they cheated. It's called front loading. So they would go and print all this money and they buy their own shares. So when they reduced the 10 million shares down to, let's say, 8 million shares, then when they spread those earnings that were lousy, they weren't spreading them over 10 million. They're spreading them over 8 million. So that boosted the earnings up. So the stock, instead of going from $10 down to $9, it went from $10 up to $11. This is what they've been doing. They said they were only going to do this for about a year and a half. They've been doing it for 10 years. And that's why the stock market's up 468%, because they couldn't help themselves. The 1/100th of 1% were getting so wealthy, and the top 1% were getting so they couldn't stop. It was like cocaine; they couldn't stop it. So we created this whole fake 468% rally. And they said, well, we got to convince everybody that the rally in the stock market is the economy. We'll fool them. We'll fool them. And that's what they've been doing for 10 years. Now what happens? I'll tell you when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Tell you every time I'm on the air, join my gang. Try it. Try it for 30 days. AT&T, we got a 3% profit so far in May. Our Goldman Sachs are up 6%. Our Intel, we have a profit of 16% shorting it. Caterpillar, we're up 11% shorting it. And Schlumberger, we're up 18% because we shorted it. That's how you make money in this game.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so remember what they've been doing. For 10 years, they've been printing massive amount of money. And the first thing that the Federal Reserve does with that money, they buy treasuries. In buying long-term treasuries, the yield drops. That means then the Federal Reserve, our owners, the 1/100th of 1% who make $27 million a year, net worth $111 million, there's 2,800 of them, they control everything. They make sure that they print enough money and they can keep buying those treasuries. That drops the yield down. That drops the dollar down. That helps push the stock market up. But it does also something else. By pushing the yield or interest rate down, that allows them to move their interest rate that they control, the short-term rate, down. That's the rate you pay on your car, rate you pay on your business loan, all that. And that's the rate that the CEO has to pay. So the CEO, they give them the money free. When it first started, they gave him the money free. The idea was for that CEO, he could go out and buy the outstanding shares. The key was to keep moving the outstanding shares down, because what you have to do to move your stock price up if you're a CEO, you have to measure your profits by earnings. And if those earnings aren't good enough, your profit's not going to go up. And you have to spread those earnings over that 10 million shares outstanding. And that's a killer, because you got to spread if you got lousy earnings, you spread them over 10 million shares, that means your stock could go down, not up. And that's what was going on in 2008 after the crash. So to prevent that from happening, they printed so much money to give to the CEOs so they could buy their own shares. So instead of 10 million shares, they could drop the shares down to 9 million that quarter. So when they spread their lousy earnings, they weren't spreading them over 10 million, they're spreading them over 9 million. That moved the earnings up enough, that moved up the stock price enough to give them a profit, called a bubble. That's how the bubble started. All they needed was a bunch of cheerleaders to convince you the stock market all of a sudden automatically became the economy. That was the key. They needed the three major fake business news networks to convince you. Give you an example, like today. Here's Payne.
The market is up because corporate earnings are killing it. Absolutely.
All right, hear what he said? The market is up because corporate earnings are killing it. That's a bull-faced lie. Corporate earnings are down, not up, but he knows you're not going to go check that. Corporate earnings are down. First quarter, minus 0.4. Second quarter, worse, minus 2.6. Third quarter, minus 2.2. The fourth quarter, minus 1.4. So we're going from the first quarter of 0.4 to the fourth quarter of minus 1. Earnings are going down. But he tells you what?
The market is up because corporate earnings are killing it.
See? Now, he doesn't say anything about what I'm saying. He doesn't want to tell you that. Now, listen to Maria.
I mean, you got such a backdrop here in terms of unemployment at a 50-year low, earnings showing once again we're on the doorstep of the fourth quarter earnings.
You notice she didn't give a price, she didn't say anything. She says they're on the doorstep. Earnings are coming up, they're on the doorstep. So Payne's saying one thing, they're creating this illusion, but earnings are going down. Now she says unemployment is at a 50-year low, but here's what they don't tell you. The unemployment's at a 50-year low. We got there because of lousy jobs. We have bartenders, and most of the jobs are healthcare jobs. They don't make money. These people don't make any money. So the whole key is to create this illusion. And the three networks will make sure that you always think the economy's doing great because they're going to push the stock market because they know how to drive the stock market. All they have to do is keep printing money. Keep dropping the amount of shares a company has outstanding. The CEO keeps buying those back himself. They keep dropping, so he's spreading his share over less amount. He's spreading his earnings over less amount of shares. That pushes the earnings up, which pushes the stock price up. It's all fake. That's what they've been doing. Unbelievable. So all you had to do is what we've been doing for 10 years. Follow the money. Sure, the market's going to crash, but so what? As long as they can keep this thing going, let's ride that horse. Let's get on it and ride it. That's what we've been doing for 10 years. But you got to know when to get off. And remember, for you people with 401ks or you people with anything, an ETF or an individual stocks, things change. There's the financial investors out there, those advisors, those people you thought you depended on. The responsibility, they dropped you. There's no law of fiduciary relationship. Their responsibility changed in 2008. They wanted to ride the horse. Their responsibility went to the biggest shareholders of the biggest companies. That's where their responsibility, that's where their loyal went to, away from you, to the biggest shareholders, the biggest companies, all these stock buybacks. That's who they were going to be loyal to, not you. You'll never know when to get out of the market. So even if you have a 401k and it's going up, say you got a 401k that's going up, you're never going to get out in time. Never. Because it's not to their interest to get you out in time. How it works, before the dot-com crashed, before the housing crash, now this one's going to crash. You don't think this one's going to crash? The other two were up 80% and 85%. They both crashed. One went up 82%, it crashed. That was the dot-com. Housing went up 85%, it crashed. This one's up 486%, and you're telling me you don't think this is going to crash? What are you, nuts? But all you got to know is, when do I get out of this damn thing? And that's what I developed. I've been on this earth for 73 years. I know this business, been in this business for over 40 years. All people needed to know is when to get out and when to get in. But more important, look at the market goes up 70% of the time. Goes up even more than that now because it's rigged to go up every day with these stock buybacks. But you got to know when to get out. These guys, called the institutional players, will always be out first. And they make sure they get out enough, that what they call keep the bid in, to make sure the market stays up there enough so they get out. Most of their shares going out very slowly. Keep moving their shares out, moving their shares out. All of a sudden you see the market not going up anymore. All of a sudden you start seeing the market going sideways, but they're moving their shares out, moving their shares out. And when the market collapses, you're surprised, you're stuck, they're out. So why you put yourself in that position? In the first place, ride this wave. If they can keep doing this and riding this thing for another year or to get Trump in office, then make money. When it's green, we buy. When it's red, we sell. Or we sell short. Or we run like hell. But every day we tell you exactly what to do. We have our member portfolio stocks. Every day at 2 o'clock we post it based on our color-coded chart, which identifies the institutional money. Okay, give you an example. We've been trading gold and oil before anybody else has. So our oil right now, GDX, our gold, GDX up 9%. Our AU's up 19%. We'll be out before it goes down because we'll see the money coming out. And our members will know when the money's coming out because we'll tell them, get out, run like hell. And then let's short it. That's the key. See, I don't care if you're in a 401k or anything else. Those people that you once were dependent on have no responsibility to you anymore. Their responsibility is to the big shareholders now, to the big corporations, to the CEOs, to their partners. There's no fiduciary law between you and them. There's no law that your advisor has to tell you when to get in, when to get out. They're tied in with the bad guys. The best thing for them, keep telling you everything's great, everything's terrific. I just did that with these two guys. Here, listen to Payne again.
The market is up because the economy is on fire.
And the market's not up because the economy's not on fire. The economy's going down. It's not up. And what's the economy? Earnings. And from the first quarter 2019 it was minus 0.4. Going into the fourth quarter, it's going to be minus 1.4. That's down, not up. How about earnings? How about growth, economic growth? First quarter 2019 was 3.1. The fourth quarter is going to be 1.9. The third quarter was 2.1. That's down, but he's telling you it's up. Just the opposite. Then they put these guys on.
The U.S. economy is just so strong. We heard Maria mention some strong consumer data.
He's saying the economy's so strong. I just gave you the economy. How can he say the economy is going when earnings are going down and economic growth is going down? That is your economy. But see, they always make you look at the stock market. Look, a weak dollar means a weak economy. And that's what we have. Join my gang for 10 days. Try it. It's free. Go to my site, philsgang.com right now. Sign up where it says get started, get your color-coded chart, and get your free membership for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. Just remember St. Jude when you're making money.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.